All right, today we're diving into the story of a really unconventional farmer. And let me tell you, this isn't just about agriculture. It's about a man who managed to combine ancient philosophy with his life's work in farming and completely transformed his community's health, literally from the ground up. This one sentence, this right here is the key to the entire story. It's such a powerful statement, and it really makes you wonder, right? What was happening before? And what kind of change could possibly be so profound that it becomes the defining moment of a 40-year career? Well, let's find out. So, to really get a handle on his mission, we first have to understand the man himself. And as you're about to see, his background is what makes the story so unique. So, we're talking about Omanakumar P.G. He's a 62-year-old farmer from Pathanamthitta in India. Now, on the surface, these might seem like just a few basic details, but they're really the foundation for a pretty remarkable journey. Okay, here's what really sets Omana Kumar apart. He doesn't just have 4 decades of farming experience. He also holds a master's degree in yoga and naturopathy. You know, that whole system of wellness that focuses on natural remedies and the body's own ability to heal. It's this incredible blend of down-to-earth science and wellness philosophy that's the secret to his whole approach. So, with this really unique background, what was the problem he was trying to solve? What was his mission? Well, it was something deeply personal, and it was rooted right there in his own community. You really have to ask yourself, right? With 40 years under his belt, this guy could have kept farming any way he wanted. So why choose a specific and often more difficult path? It clearly wasn't just about tradition or trying to make a living. This was a very deliberate choice. And here it is. He looked around his community and saw a fundamental problem, a lack of healthy food services. See, his mission wasn't just to grow food. It was to fill that gap by growing healthy food and actually getting it to the people who needed it most. The tool he picked for this mission was the natural farming system. You can think of it like a partnership with nature. There are no synthetic chemicals, just a deep focus on making the soil itself healthy and full of life, which in turn creates healthier plants and healthier food. But you know, starting a mission like this is never easy. Anytime you challenge the way things have always been done, you're going to face some pushback, some skepticism. He pointed to two major hurdles right from the get-go. First, just making people aware that there was a different, healthier way to do things. And second, and this one might have been even tougher, was gaining their trust. He had to prove that his method wasn't just some nice idea, but that it actually worked. So how did he do it? How did he overcome all that distrust? Well, the breakthrough he needed didn't come from a business plan or a scientific study. It came from the people closest to him. The real proof, the ultimate validation for all his hard work, wasn't financial. It was deeply, deeply human. The proof was in the health and the mindset of his own family and friends, the people who were eating the food he grew. And this brings us right back to that powerful quote we started with. This was the turning point. When he saw real, tangible, positive changes in the people he cared about most, that's when he knew he was on the right path. And that personal success gave him the credibility and recognition he needed to overcome all that early distrust. So, once he had that proof and earned that trust, what did success actually look like? What was the result of all this effort? You can see the sheer diversity of his farm right here. I mean, he's not just a one-crop farmer. He's growing essentials like paddy, bananas, all sorts of tubers and vegetables. And he even takes it a step further by creating his own value-added products, like rice and rice powder, straight from his harvest. And for anyone out there wondering if this kind of mission is actually profitable, well, the answer is a resounding yes. His annual turnover is between 5 and 10 lakh rupees, which is roughly 6,000 to 12,000 US dollars. This just proves that farming in harmony with nature can absolutely be a sustainable business. So how does all this healthy food get to the people? His model is actually really simple and community-focused. The majority of his sales, 60%, are direct to consumers. That builds really strong personal connections. The other 40% goes to local markets, making his produce a staple in the wider community. After 40 years of farming, building a successful business, and having a proven impact on his community's health, you might think he's ready to slow down. But you would be wrong. This isn't the end of the story at all. In fact, it's just the foundation for the next chapter. For Omana Kumar, all his success isn't a finish line, It's more like a launch pad. When he was asked about his plans for the future, his answer was simple, direct, and incredibly powerful. Expand farming. There's no complex business jargon, no fancy mission statement, just a clear commitment to do more of what he knows works for the land, for people's health, and for his community. And that really leaves us with a final thought to chew on. We've just seen how one person, with this unique blend of knowledge and a powerful mission, created real, tangible, positive change. It just makes you wonder, what could the ripple effect be if this model of farming, one that's focused on health and nature, continues to expand? What could our entire food system look like then?